What's up, YouTube? Zero here. Welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, we're going to be taking on the Pastoria City Pokemon Gym in Pokemon Shining Pearl. Now, the gym leader is Crasher Wake, the torrential masked master. So, of course, sounds like some water-type Pokemon in this gym. It looks like everybody is ready to go to the beach, or even some of the trainers in this gym look like they are going to be going for a fish. So, I have my Luxray ready to go. Let's just try and figure out where we have to go. First, let's just take on all of the trainers in this gym because, of course, I want to get that experience and I just want to test out my Luxray a little bit. He's been sitting on the bench getting a little lonely, so it's time for my Luxray just to get out there and go for a swim. And of course, electricity and water typically don't mix, but when it comes to Pokemon, of course, you want to use an electric type Pokemon against a water type Pokemon. So, let's use Spark. Now, I do have a few electric type moves. The one I'm going to be utilizing the most is Spark. I have Volt Switch as well, which of course would switch out my Luxray, which I don't want to do. So it looks like this kid just isn't very happy that I beat him, but unfortunate for him, I did beat him. So it looks like I took down some water level. Let's go this way. Can't get up there yet, so I'll go forward and up, and let's take on this fisherman. Dude's not even paying attention. I probably didn't have to take him on, but I'm gonna take him on anyway. Did he really challenge me, or did I challenge him? I mean, I came up from behind him and said, yo, let's get our fishing on. And he said, let's Pokemon battle first. I really just wanted the fish. I wanted to catch some fish, maybe a little bit of salmon for dinner. But this dude wanted to send out his Barboach against my Luxray. And of course, my electric type move does not work against this water type Pokemon. So I'm going to have to use Bite instead of my electric type move. Good news is Bite is still as powerful as ever when in the hands of a Luxray, and my Crobat gained a level, which of course is nice. So I have to be aware, and you have to be aware, that in this gym there are some water ground type Pokemon that aren't going to be affected by electric type moves. So just be on the lookout for that. I think I just undid what I wanted to do. I actually don't know how I want to play this. I'm going to hit that green and continue with that green, and I'm going to come across this sailor man who's been eating a couple of cheeseburgers, and Sailor Damien. Let's get... Oh man, he's sending out a Wingull, which is double weak to electricity because it is flying and water. So unfortunately for Sailor Damien, he sent out the wrong Pokemon against my Luxray. This round is in the books. Wingull is defeated. Let's see if Sailor Damien has a few more Wingulls up his sleeve. And he does. He's going to send out another Wingull. We're going to do the exact same move. Spark. Sparky is just a fantastic move when you have to face water type Pokemon, unless of course they're ground type Pokemon as well, and then you're gonna have to flip over to grass. I unfortunately, as you can see in my party, do not have any grass type Pokemon, so I'm just going to have to utilize Bite or another Pokemon in place of a grass type. Good news is, took out those two Wingulls. Let's get on to the next level. Already beat that kid. Now let's take on this kid, and this person wants to become a strong trainer. Another kid just Tuber Caitlyn. ready to get her beach day on. Or pool. Could be a pool as well. So, of course, Luxray knows what he gotta do. First, we'll intimidate Caitlyn and Azurill, and then we will utilize Spark. Level 24 Azurill, but of course, Luxray is at 34. No competition from the Azurill. Not even gaining much experience. And now we have a Meryl to face up against, and I'm going to continue with my Spark and my flippy floppies. So another Spark to the Meryl, and down goes Meryl. On to the next. Unfortunately for Tuber Caitlyn, she should have stuck to the beach and not come in this gym. Tried to take on my Luxray. Now let's take on this fisherman. Even though he's not paying attention, he's trying to fish in a gym where who knows if there's actually fish in the water. So first, a Goldeen, which again is a water type Pokemon. What a surprise. But y'all already know what's going to happen. We're going to intimidate and then we're going to Spark. Just like sparking up a conversation with somebody. Being the light in the room, Luxray takes down Goldeen. So on to our next Pokemon. I wonder if this fisherman's only catching Goldeens. Nope, we have a Barboach. So in this instance, I am going to flip out because it is a ground water. I can go with anyone that's not weak. I'm going to go with Crobat just to get Crobat a little bit more experience. So here out comes Crobat, and nice thing to note is that ground types don't affect Crobat because Crobat is flying. I'm going to use my Air Cutter and hopefully one-hit KO Barboach. I don't one-hit KO. Looks like we're going to have to utilize 2. But Water Pulse, my Crobat shook it off as if it was nothing. And we're going to use a second Air Cutter and take out Barboach. Down goes Barboach. Let's see what the third Pokemon this fisherman has. And it has a Gyarados. Those of you who don't know, Gyarados is actually 4 times weak to electricity. So it's not prudent to send out a Gyarados against an enemy that can utilize electricity. But unfortunately for Fisher Eric, this is his last Pokemon. Very strong, powerful Pokemon indeed, but unfortunately not strong when it comes to electricity. So Luxray should not have a problem taking out this Gyarados. Of course, the Gyarados is also at level 24, and I'm at level 35. A huge difference when it comes to level. Goodbye, Gyarados. Fisher Eric is taken down. He doesn't look too happy, but apparently he's number 1 in the world for something. I wasn't paying attention to what he first said. Maybe he's the number 1 fisherman. He's not catching too good of fish, but he might be the number 1 fisherman. So I'm going to continue. I'm actually going to go back this way. What if I do this? It's probably not a good idea because I can't go anywhere. Let's continue going back here. What if I click this button? And I gotta get up here. Can't go. Here we go. This way and this way. And have I been here before? I have not. So, moving on, facing another sailor. And this time it's Samson. So Samson looks like a twin of the sailor Damien we faced earlier. And Shellos is another water-type Pokemon that's also water ground. So I'm not going to be able to utilize Spark against Shellos. So I'll use Bite. I don't want to flip a Pokemon into a move. Unfortunately, it did not one-hit KO with a Bite. Shellos hung on with a sliver of health and got that Water Pulse off. But I will utilize Bite again and take out the Shellos. 2-hit KO on the Shellos. See what Pokemon, and my Gengar levels up to level 37. Now, I did get Gengar in a trade. Of course, you have to get Gengar in a trade. So, I don't know if it's going to obey me if I throw it out, or not obey me if I throw it out. Who knows? It's always a question when I don't even know what level I can control up to. So I'm not going to utilize Gyarados in this gym, but I am going to continue to utilize Spark against Pokemon that are super weak to it. Unfortunately for Wingull, it just didn't stand a chance against the Luxray Spark. Now we have another Shellos, so who are we going to utilize? Let's send out Crobat. Get a little bit more Crobat experience, get a little bit more Crobat gameplay, and look at it. It is raring to battle. So Shellos comes out, this time a blue one. Let's utilize Cross Poison this time instead of... So, Crobat is going to get a 2-hit KO like Luxray was on the first Shellos. That time a pink Shellos. And this time a blue one. And Shellos goes down. No one gained any experience, but Sailor Samson is defeated. Now on to this blue button, raising the water level to where I need it to be. We already took this dude on, and we are on the final gym. So what I'm going to do right before the final boss of this gym, what I'm going to do right before this battle is I am going to use a potion to get my Luxray back up to full health. And then we can take on the Crash Master, who loves to surf in his free time when he is not Pokemon battling. So we have Crasher Wake, the gym leader, and he is raring to go. He's pretty confident in himself and his water-type Pokemon, but I am very confident in my Luxray. He only has 3 Pokemon. I only need 1. It's going to be Luxray. Luxray is going to take out his 3, and he has Gyarados, which, of course, his Gyarados is going to utilize Intimidate, which is going to lower my attack. I'm going to lower his attack, but he's not going to get a move off. His Gyarados is at 27, and I have Spark. So, down goes Gyarados after 1-hit KO. See who Crasher Wake has up next. Now, I have a couple of Pokemon that gain a level, Skorupi and Infernape, which is always nice, of course, gaining levels. And now we have Quagsire, which Quagsire is not weak to electricity. It actually resists electricity, but I said at the beginning of battle, I'm only going to use 1 Pokemon in this battle against Gym Leader Wake. So I am going to utilize Bite. Of course, I can't utilize Spark because Quagsire is a ground-type Pokemon, which is strong against electricity. And now my my speed's fallen, my attack has already fallen. I'm going to have to utilize some amazing bites to get rid of this Quagsire. Luckily, I was able to avoid that attack. After I utilize this bite, I wouldn't be surprised if Crasher decides to utilize a Hyper Potion, but I'm going to continue to utilize Bite. He didn't, so that was lucky, and I am, with my Luxray's Bite, able to take out the Quagsire. I was lucky to get a flinch. I was also lucky to get an avoid on the Mud Shot, the second Mud Shot. So I only got hit by 1 Mud Shot, which isn't bad, and now he's sending out Floatzel, which of course is going to be weak to Spark. It is a water-type Pokemon, so I am going to use Spark and finish off the Floatzel, who is at level 30. My Luxray is at level 36. Of course, I am going to be slower. Floatzel is extremely fast, where Luxray isn't, but Luxray took the hit like a champ and then utilized Spark. And down goes Frazier. we have defeated this gym. And we get the nice water badge. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Pokemon content. I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. Until next time, peace.